Hey dumplings, it's David Asai. Welcome back to my channel. Today, let's get into BLACKPINK just a little bit. A lot has been going on recently with them, and I feel like I haven't talked too much about it. You know, for any of my blinks out there, and for you armies who are dipping into BLACKPINK, welcome, welcome. How are you? Today we're talking about my queen, Lisa, something that she has talked about, and we're even going to address her rudeness. This is of course referring to her current show that she is on, Youth With You Season 2. Let's talk about it. If you are new here and interested in this type of stuff, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell to be notified anytime a new video drops. And if you're a hater, like to be the first to leave your hate comment, please make sure you hit the subscribe button and that notification bell also so you can be the first to do so. Now, let's jump into it. Let me give some backstory on our wonderful girls BLACKPINK. Y'all already know how this goes. I have to give you some backstory to catch you up, to let you know what's going on, and then I'll give my thoughts on everything. There has been some drama lately with Lisa, and I want to try my best to kind of debunk some of these things. Give my personal opinions, my reactions, and talk about how Lisa is specifically. If you don't know, actually, BLACKPINK is planning their new comeback. And oh my god, finally. It has been since last year, I believe, since they've had an official comeback. And I believe it was the beginning of last year, so it might actually have been a full year since their comeback, which is unheard of for a K-pop idol. Like, they don't take breaks for that long. I'm very excited, but we Blinks have been disappointed before. So I take the comeback news with like a grain of salt. When we Blinks found out that there might be a comeback soon, we took a grain of salt of a grain of salt. Like if a grain of salt were to say a grain of salt, it would be that amount. It was hinted that there would be said comeback in June. That's right, that is apparently very soon. I believe this was discovered by Blinks, like it was written somewhere or something, and then Blinks found out. I don't know if YG officially announced this themselves, but even if he did, there have been many cases where we have been kind of disappointed, and then it ended up being postponed. With everything going on in the world right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it ended up being postponed. Also, it was apparently found out that Jisoo and Jennie have some leg injuries, so I very much just don't know how all of this is gonna go. We all know that YG and planning dates, they don't go together. But anyway, Lisa is on a TV show called Youth With You, and this is the second season. In the recent Youth With You episode, Lisa was asked about BLACKPINK, and she had to kind of answer questions about it. She was doing a little bit of an interview, and she answered it in the most adorable way possible. So if you don't know what Youth With You is, let's talk about that real quick. It's basically a talent competition. There's several up-and-coming trainees. They get to pair up with a mentor, and of course these trainees are hoping to one day debut and to be a part of the K-pop industry. Lisa is a mentor on the show, and she basically guides these trainees into performing better, dancing better. She tells the trainees what they're doing wrong and how to fix it. Lisa was basically asked by one of the other mentors, I believe her name is Ella, how the BLACKPINK members kind of treat each other and how she gets treated within the group. Lisa admitted that them and the girls have been together for almost 10 years and have lived together for almost 10 years. That is insane. 10 years, you guys are family now. And that also means they understand each other very well. Lisa said that when the girls are sad, they kind of all go out together and have kind of like a really nice dinner, get some dessert, have a girls' night out. God, I miss having a night out. God, can any girls invite me to their girls' night out? I think this is very cute. I think all friends should be like this. When I'm sad, my friends just do stuff to make me sadder, like stab me. One thing apparently that the BLACKPINK members did for Lisa was get her a fridge. Lisa then takes the fridge and puts it in her room, and she gets to store like nice drinks and nice food in there. She also enjoys eating spicy food. She said that spicy food basically cures her stress. Guess who else loves spicy food? Me. You, me, compatible. I feel so touched that all the members kind of pitched in for this fridge, and that's so kind. A lot of other groups can have a lot of drama in between them, but the relationship between BLACKPINK members seems very real. We've also seen them hang out individually, like Lisa and Jennie, Rose and Jisoo. Like, we've seen them hang out separately as well, because if they hated each other, they would never be hanging out separately. But it seems like the members actually do like each other. But that is such a nice gift for BLACKPINK to give to Lisa. I'm sure it's something she's grateful for, which is why she mentioned it. She said this was the best gift ever given to her. I don't know how much money they make, given the fact that like how much does the company take and all that stuff, because they never have a comeback or anything like that. I'm assuming they probably don't make too much. To take their kind of hard work money, pitch in and buy a refrigerator probably means a lot more to Lisa than you would ever think. It is so kind. The trainees and the people in the audience all seem shocked and very happy to hear this. It's obviously setting a very good example of what a K-pop idol and a K-pop group can be, that you can be close with the people that you are working with and be good friends with them as well. Also a very good example that just because girls are all together doesn't mean that they're going to be catty or any of those stereotypes. I'm glad that Lisa is sharing this. Any trainee can hear this and be inspired that they're going to have a good future with their members and feel more excited about debuting and working hard. I definitely wanted to see what people on Twitter were over here saying, so I decided to hop on over there. One Twitter user wrote this. Mentor Ella asked Lisa what is the most heartwarming gift she has gotten from BLACKPINK members. Lisa said they gave her a fridge, and it's the one in her room. Lisa also mentioned that they have been staying together for almost 10 years and the trainees were shook. 10 years is a long time. Overall, the comments seem very heartwarming and nice. This definitely puts all the girls in a very good kind of spotlight, and I hope it stays that way for the comeback. It's going to be epic. We're seeing them in the studio. We're seeing Jennie with G-Dragon. Lisa's been doing stuff. She be doing the most with her dancing videos going viral. Like, ooh, so many things are happening. I hope a comeback does come, but if it doesn't, I'm definitely happy with seeing my girls kind of on the news again and really kind of making the rounds again. And I hope they're over here enjoying kind of the little attention that they're having right now. Youth With You is doing a great job at asking Lisa some of the questions that a lot of us wonder. Lisa is obviously one of the mentors. Now, I don't know if the other mentors are K-pop idols or if they're just like vocal coaches or dance coaches. So it's very good for the trainees to kind of see a K-pop idol in action. They were able to witness Lisa's video going viral. They're able to see how Lisa deals with fame, how she deals with being in a girl group, and how she does interviews and all that sort of thing. And knowing about her life is definitely important. Another question that was asked was about her strict behavior on the show. Some of you called it rude, I call it strict. Someone did mention that her classes seemed very, very difficult and that she is very strict with all the trainees, so it's very tough for the trainees. But I definitely said this before, as a mentor, you need to be. Because if you're too soft and you just say everything is well and dandy, you just say the dancer is amazing when they keep screwing up, that's not good. That doesn't help anybody. It doesn't help the dancer. It doesn't do anything for the dancer. Because now the dancer is going to go out in the real world thinking that they're really good when they're really not. And when they go on stage and they start performing and they're performing really badly, who are they going to blame? They're going to blame their mentor. So she has to be strict because it shines a bad light on her. They're going to be like, well, who mentored you? And then they're going to say Lisa, and they're going to be like, well, Lisa didn't do a very good job. So I love that Lisa is strict. She can be strict to me any day. I'll never complain. I like that. But when this question was asked, Lisa did decide to answer. I'll read what she said. This is, of course, courtesy of K-Buzz. I want to read you the quote and then give you my exact opinions on that. Lisa said, because my duty is to teach them to dance. If I act like a friend, I'm worried that they are not pressured, so I want them to feel more pressure to work harder and achieve better results. Actually, I'm really kind, but I can't show that. Of course she is. And that is so true. Oftentimes, if you just act like their friend, they're most likely not going to take you seriously. They're gonna mess up and think, well, Lisa's not gonna get mad at me, so that's okay. And Lisa's not gonna yell at me because she's my friend. When in reality, if you're a K-pop idol and you mess up, this sometimes can be the reason that you can't debut. Or this may be the reason that you get scolded at by some K-pop fans, especially if you're new. A lot of eyeballs are on you when you're new and you're on that showcase stage. People wanna make sure that you're good. People do want a reason to stand, but people also are going to be looking for a reason to not stand and to tear you down and make fun of you. No pressure though. So what Lisa is doing by putting that out there and putting that energy out there is really helping everybody. She's putting pressure on these trainees so that these trainees will train, and it trains them for the real world, but also puts pressure on them now so they feel like they need to improve and that they can get better to the point where they're as good as they can be. This is something very important to have in a teacher. And of course, if Lisa doesn't do that, it does reflect badly on her too. So she has to do this. I definitely wanted to see if anyone online was addressing this and talking about it. When I was first on Twitter, when the first few episodes dropped, I saw a lot of people kind of dragging Lisa, saying she was being rude, she was being mean. I think we live in a culture where we're so quick to kind of jump on and cancel somebody. And we don't give them the opportunity to explain why they are the way that they are and why are they doing what they're doing. Not only that, a lot of people don't even try to look for the good in people. We just assume that they're bad. But one Blink on Twitter wrote this: I hope those who dragged Lisa for being strict would see this episode. Lisa knows what she is doing and the trainees are really grateful. Being strict is a good thing. Snowcon, the way she looks at Lisa though. I wholeheartedly agree. I think if anyone drags Lisa, they definitely need to see this episode and understands it always comes from a good place. She's never been rude or purposely mean. She's been strict because that is what she needs to be. They need a mentor, not a friend. Although if you want to be my mentor or friend, I'm okay with that, Lisa. The K-pop industry won't nearly be as kind as Lisa is. And I'm very glad to hear Lisa's actually very sweet and nice. It even honestly seemed a bit awkward for me to see her kind of more stricter because I have never seen her this way. But what can I say? A girl likes to get things done, and you can't just get things done without being a boss. You gotta assert yourself. Let me know what you think about this. Let me know what your thoughts are. Leave it down in the comment section down below. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'm featuring this comment right here. Thank you so much for leaving comments. And as always, I do have Patreon if you would like to go over there and check that out. You can get exclusive content over there, such as music video reactions, performance reactions, ship reactions, all that stuff. It also really helps me kind of keep the channel going and make better videos on here. So I really do appreciate anything you can contribute over there. It means the world to me. So thank you so much for doing that. I'll leave a link in the top of the description down below. You can also recommend content too, so I can do those requests as well. There's also 2 videos that will pop up on the end of the screen on this video, so make sure you click on one of those videos and I'll see you over there. Bye.